are playing some more of the story mode to LA Noire. I turned off my face cam for this stream because last stream my eyes hurt of my face cam light. So I'm giving my eyes a break, and I am playing this in the dark. I believe it's like 4 something East time. This might be my last stream tonight. I might have one more in me. Hopefully. I don't know. I might have one more stream in me. I might not. So be advised. Also, guys, if you have not already, go follow me on my Instagram, same as my YouTube channel. That would mean a lot. You guys will get notified of when I am going live there. I'm not posting anything right now because I'm giving them a break, my story a break, because I've been posting a lot of these videos. And I'm just giving everybody a break on my Instagram that don't watch my streams, like close friends and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, it will mean the world to me if you do subscribe if you're new and turn on my notification bell. This is one of my favorite games I am playing. If you guys don't know what it's about, go watch the other ones. It's all the way up to part 6. We're on part 7 right now. It's a really good, fun game. I just really love the game. They did a good job with it, especially this game takes place in the 1940s. GTA or Rockstar never did that. But right now, I am putting that on my other TV, right, boom. Right now, guys, we did get intel on Fortnite, and supposedly something is about to happen. 12 a.m. Something's about to happen 12 a.m. Pacific time. I almost said East like 2 times Pacific time. That would be for us 3 o'clock. So I set my alarm for 3 o'clock in the morning. Hopefully I can get up at that time. If I do not go live and you guys don't see a video from me until 3 or 4 o'clock, then that's when you know nothing was uploaded and I went to school. I am going to school tomorrow, and because I've been missing a lot of days because I've been sick lately. But for sure, I am going to school. I am going also to be oh snap! That's I am also going to be doing a Fortnite video when it first comes out, so make sure you guys watch that. It's gonna be a pretty good video. At least I think so many new things is coming into the game. So yeah, let's go. Let's get right into this video, and let's do this. In case you guys don't know, we do 2 cases per stream. But depending on how I feel at the end of the 2nd case, I might do a 3rd one. Silk, shocking, stalking, murder.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Oh, wait, we're getting breakfast?
My real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose
Another
some in police.
naked woman.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another son.
Another naked woman case. Oh yeah, guys, almost forgot to tell you. So I noticed this in the last stream. If you guys have not already, if you're not over, like if you're not 18, and you're watching this, just there's naked nude scenes, naked dead body nude scenes. So yeah,
You have
I
the
don't know
address?
if you want to
The alley
be
off
here,
Aliso between
but,
Los Angeles and Alameda.
I decided
You're
to.
kidding. The next one
put a
will be
warrant.
opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Calling all cars, citizen reports officer needs help. Shots fired, officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Aha. Looks like we got another.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Carruthers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force. Kiss the blood, BD.
Another lipstick murder. Another ring has
Another wedding
violently-
ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Wait, it looks like there's. They literally just. It's like all blood. Yeah, what you got for me here?
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
$19.26.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
Best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah, we know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Okay. There's like a blood trail.
May as well follow the trail.
Okay then. Then it went this way. Looks like there's a hat. In case you don't know, whoever just joined, we got promoted to homicide in the couple streams ago. I think like part 4. There's a blood trail. I'm gonna follow that. Alright, so it looks like it went up on the roof. It's in here.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
So, you want to come and take a look at this?
Alright. It's not that way. Blood's going down this way.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
What's over here? Key.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
Go down this way. And it's going up on the roof. What is this?
That's got to be a code or a cipher. You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
Where are you taking us?
Alright, so it looks like it's going up on the roof here. This is crap.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
Okay. We follow it this way. Something.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
It looks like he's leaving us a trail. Something's going on here. A bloody pipe.
Trail points up.
This is not blood. This is like something else. Points up. Got a
Pulled from
ring.
the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
That's not it. Go down this way. Paintbrush.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this. Clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. You got a new M.O. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
Okay then. I go first. To run over here, right?
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
What is this?
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Oh, we didn't get no location. Ah, that's probably not anything. Yeah, there's cop.
Never the same, are they?
He's over here. Aha. Apartment 5. Code. Okay, let's go back on the roof here. See what we got. Okay, nothing here. Make sure we look around here. I don't know where this is at. Go over here. Right. Aha, something's over here.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Okay then. Let's go investigate that residence then, and let's go do our job. Locations. Antonia's resident. Boom.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
Oh, so the crime scene's done with. Like, we're good. Now we're going to different scenes here.
Just a moment.
Boarding house.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Here's a nice house.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone.
You'd be surprised.
Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am. What are we waiting for?
See, I'll be right back. Stay here, guys. Alright, don't, I'll eat after the stream. Pretty close. Oh, okay, basket pretty close, gotcha. Alright. Alright. This is one of the worst things ever I should have played on my channel. This game, LA Noire, is one of the, like, bad games I should never play on my channel. Well, let's just say that there is a lot of naked dead bodies that you investigate rape and not just murders. But, you know, and, like, no, but I told people if you're under 18, like, it's up to you if you want to stay here. You know? That's what I have to do. Yeah. What movie? I already seen that movie. Yeah, I already seen it. I turned it off after the first rape scene. Alright, sorry about that. Me and my grandma were discussing a new movie on Netflix, which they should never made it. They should never put it up on there, but it's what it is. Alright. Maybe upstairs then. Here's a nice house. I would love to live here. Oh, wow.
Look at that. Someone's turned the place over.
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Mrs. Maldo. St. Josh.
Okay, we have an address.
Okay. We can go investigate that later. We have to look for all the clues, you know?
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Uh-oh. I'm guessing this is for married women that's going through really, like, relationship problems or something. Wow. Alright.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Okay.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband,
Oh.
Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl.
Getting married
Little
at
on the
17?
religious side, but a good girl.
Good thing I'm not dating no one.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I've no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Come on, Mrs. Lepenti, you must have some idea.
Maybe a movie? Maybe church. She was a very religious girl.
You've had a break-in?
No! That can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Can you describe the necklace?
An icon of Our Lady of Guadalupe. It's quite beautiful. I let Antonia hang a painting of her there on the wall.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the cape.
I've said it right from the start. We should come down hard on the husband. Let's check his place out.
Well, can't always blame everything on the husband, but yeah, this took place in 1945 and the 1950s. So, a lot of residents.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3, Phil. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure. A woman taking control over his life?
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
Okay then. Almado's residence. Let's check out his apartment.
Aldonado is in apartment 304.
Oh, I said that wrong. Aldonado. This is a beautiful apartment that we've seen in the series. Holy crap. This is that's a big lobby.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Oh. Don't make me take...
Stand down now.
Come here. Come here. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Ooh.
I got nothing to say to you.
What? Do you want?
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
He keeps getting up. He keeps pushing him down. That's funny.
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors. And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Seems irrelevant.
I didn't even notice that you said that. You never call me Finbar. I need to get smacked in the head.
The El Dorado.
What's in here?
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
I don't know what the heck happened. If he had nothing to hide, he should have never punched us, but he did. We have 2 new locations. We'll go check out. No, stop picking that up. Show clues here. We only have 1 clue.
This will take some explaining.
Bloody shirt. Why would you just leave a bloody shirt in your apartment?
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
Let's go check this apartment.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Snack on this apartment.
No good. Nobody here.
Care about this apartment? Oh my god.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah.
I jumped, sorry.
My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Never, ever do that.
Hello?
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars, too. You should check it out.
Alright. Well, now we know that he's the murderer. Let's go down to the bar. Cut through this yard here.
Officer Club 103
Come in.
Come on.
Car 11K, car 11 King, come in. Car 11K, car 11 King, come in.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finnis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now he sent another.
You know, I really hate this.
Central Police Station, yada yada yada.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Downstairs.
She stares at orange juice for hours. Well, it does say concentrating on the carton.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Have no chance, my
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Not give up. Check this one out.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Don't worry, this guy is gonna get a whole bunch of... He's just going to get... He's going to go to jail for a very long time. There's so much evidence on him.
We bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Viewing room.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe. She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Yeah, that's why you killed her. Dummy. Time, photograph. Okay. Blood trail.
You don't ask, you never find out. You didn't want anyone else to have her. You didn't like the idea of other men fucking your wife, them slipping it to her, the idea that she might like it.
Vete tomar por culo! Easy there, Angel boy. Ease it back a notch.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
You're lying through your teeth. You killed her and your brother's in on it.
You don't know what you're saying. Why would I do that?
It's about the bloody shirt.
Looks like I was mistaken. Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Alright, so let's go down to the El Dorado bar. Let's go see if he has
all units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 is shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Unit that can handle code 3, identify.
oh shit, Mark. I've done the wrong one here. On this one. The El Dorado bar.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. What did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
How far are we into the stream?
With anyone?
Oh, not that far. This is our first case. We'd normally do
She
two
wanted
cases.
a cab, but my payphone ain't working, so I couldn't call her one.
Just letting you know. Oh yeah, who is this? This is probably Paul.
Okay.
Just letting you know, if you're gonna stay for it, I should probably let you in. I don't know if you've seen the other stream, a couple of streams ago. This morning, when you went to sleep, we got promoted at the end of the stream. So
What
now,
happened to the face cam?
oh, it was hurting my eyes, so I turned it off, for a little bit, so my eyes can get adjusted to just the TV. But my light was hurting my eyes, so I turned it off. But we got promoted from traffic now to homicide. So we're working on homicide
Waiting
cases
for someone?
now. So just should I let you know. Can I click that?
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
What should we do here? Good cop, bad cop, or ACC? We don't have enough evidence on him to do ACC, so it's either good cop or bad cop.
Good.
Good.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Sam is taking me to Palm Springs.
Alright. Location. Wait a minute. Actually, we do not have enough evidence to leave yet, so we're going back into that bar. And we're going to take care of this guy.
He drove me up to Mulholland and we did some looking.
We're going to...
Where's that?
Maybe we can leave. Let's go down to the fruit market. Evidence fruit market here, and we're going then. Just picked fruit.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it.
Ah!
Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market,
Right
making
across
eyes
the
at his
street.
woman?
I could just park my car and
We'll get to the market and the guy behind.
just picked fruit market 2 p.m.
handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Let's go check it out.
Could have
see
come
what
here
we
from the
got here.
start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
I pick out watermelon. It's a little
I got
nice.
a callback for that Universal Chorus line.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney, what can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
Detectives.
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Good cop, bad cop. What should we do here? I didn't mean to click that, but I always clicked the middle button. Let's see what you said here. And bad. Okay.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Good cop, bad cop. What should we do here? I'm letting you pick.
Bad.
Another bad. Alright, gotcha.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Good job. Movements of victim.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Bad cop or good cop? What should we do here?
Good.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Good.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
By the way, in case you're wondering, like I said, we got promoted, but we got a new partner. Look at him. He's a little bit of husky. Alright. So let's look around here. See what we got. If you have any ideas of where we could start off looking, never mind. I just rammed in there and kicked the door.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
This might be an extra long stream. There might be 3 cases in it, depending on how I'm feeling.
You watch Gabriel Iglesias?
No, I do not.
Fail laughing. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the war.
Nothing here. We got a bloody knife.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
I got this. I got this. I know what the combination is. Clues. Dotted note pattern. Boom. So it's okay, that should be easy to remember. So it's... Oh. Oh, so you don't click them down. Alright, so this makes sense. So 2. Oop. 2. 5. And I believe this is... Ha ha! Interesting. Looks like we caught the fellow man.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
Oh my god. You know what? This is involving a 1080.
God damn it, get after him, Cole!
Ah, watch out, watch out!
I tried to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Woohoo!
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Got him.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
You gotta work on your accuracy. Oh shit.
Now.
He's freaking flipped. It's cool. You're under arrest, buddy boy.
Pit successful.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Pit, you're right. That was an awesome pit that I just did right there.
Outstanding job.
You're drinking the liquor.
The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go.
So, in case you're wondering, I'm going to fill you on some details.
At the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
In case you're wondering of what happened between, you know, them, in this case, this case is finally done with. But what happened was we caught a husband for hitting us. He got charged with force on an officer, and he also got charged with beating on a woman. And then we came over here and we got this guy for murder. So we got 2 guys and 1 case. Pretty cool. Let's get into the second case here.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies?
They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do at that. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
I'm proud about that shit that we just did.
Recon always leads.
How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show?
Who the fuck is the Shadow?
Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
They should make LA Noire too.
Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
The white shoe. Oh, it's raining. She looks like she's. Uh-oh, we got our suspect here.
You gonna record a GTA vid after the stream?
A GTA vid?
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Alright, so like I was saying, a GTA vid.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
A GTA vid, there will be no GTA vids for a while, because GTA 5 vids for a while. I forgot to tell you guys this, there will be no GTA vids for a while because we ran out of PlayStation Plus. And,
Greetings from sunny California.
oh shit, it's still raining. Our first raining scene. Like I was saying, because I ran out of PlayStation Plus, and I am buying the season battle pass for Fortnite, season 1 of chapter 2.
As long as the bricks hold up in San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to say.
So yeah, there will be
First
no
the letter,
other GTA
and now
vids
another
for
body.
a couple weeks.
Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a
I'll
killer
try to get
still out
into you
there.
as fast as I can.
These arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want to turn into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides,
I
landing a
thought
big
you
fat
got
marlin
PS
is more
Plus
impressive
again.
than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows
right
maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first
Ooh,
base.
I'm not rapping that because I ain't feel like running the car. But this is our first raining scene. Raining case. So, probably gonna be muddy, dirty, and really bad arts. Part.
That guy there will lead us up.
Oh, and we get to get leaded up. Oh.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, Colin. Get used to seeing them. They're the gig when you're working on.
Follow this guy. I swear to God, if it's another naked woman murder, that's gonna be,
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a link. For my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
okay, thank God it's not another
Knock him
naked
over the
body.
head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Okay. Time of death. We got a rope. Check this in.
Another day, another dollar. There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
God, I can't wait to get out of the homicide retails. Traffic was a lot better.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Because I don't have to touch dead bodies, at least.
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
So what do you think of homicide so far? Let me know. I think it's pretty cool. Someone's coming in.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horrible. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Hobo camp.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Alright, let's go call this in.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks.
Hobo camp. Okay then. Go here.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand? Cole!
I'm gonna do something real quick. Just give me 1 second here. You're gonna see the PlayStation skin, or the PlayStation theme. Okay, everything's good, Face cam, start, come on. Alright, so everything's good on that one. Oh, it's a little bit slippery.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Alright.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
I thought for a second, I thought he was going to take off.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
One F13. No, that's not it. Let's look at our thing here. Alright. Clues, laundry label. It was F1363. Okay. F1363. It's not here. It has to be on this page. Aha.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Alright. Alright, so you decide. What do we go now if you're here on the stream watching? What do we go now? You want to go to the 43 Emerald Street or do you want to go to the hobo camp?
Emerald.
Emerald, gotcha. Alright, let's go here then. Ooh.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
We got kids on the couch.
Hello? Yes? Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news.
I feel like I'm at the
You have someone who can look
I'm one of
after
the
your
guys that
children,
bring
Mr.
in the
Johnson.
I've been trying to arrange a
news.
sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
Hold on.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Terrelson, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
I think this is like the first Rockstar game, besides Red Dead, that actually puts kids in their game.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
It's sad.
You want to hear something funny, Terrelson? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks, ma'am.
So what are we doing? We're waiting for the prowl car?
Need to check if she was a regular. If you'd excuse me, ladies.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Oh, gosh. You got a purse there.
So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Some identification on her.
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Uh-oh.
You can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
You got a size 8 boot with mud on them. And if you remember, there was mud tracks in the,
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies. For the record, Mr. Terrelson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
Good cop, bad cop. What should we just gear? Good cop or bad cop?
Good.
Okay.
So you don't know anyone who would want her dead?
No, I don't.
Oh.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Alright. Good cop or bad cop? I think this is a bad cop.
Good.
Good? Alright.
And?
I was playing pinochle with some of the guys. Teresa had a few belts too many. She said she wanted to go out dancing.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
I'm gonna go back up this time.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
I'm gonna do a good cop.
Why did you only report your wife missing this morning?
I thought she would have called up last night from the bar.
If Bobby Ross doesn't confirm your story, we are going to come back here and pick you up. This doesn't look good, Lars.
Right. Check the bedrooms. Is there anything here?
Don't think this is anything.
These are the kids' bedrooms.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive. I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Thing is here.
I doubt it.
Oh, nothing. Okay, let's do the location.
Go away unless you can bring my mommy home.
Okay, then, calm down. I heard a vibration. Something has to be here. No, I don't think that's it.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Okay.
Appreciate your time, sir.
Let's go and let's go down to a different location. See what we got out of other people. Alright, so where do you want to go to? Hobo Camp or the bar? Let me know in the comments.
Bar.
Okay. The bar, 12:31 p.m.
I asked them to hold the mayo.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough.
This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again. God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Oh, so this brings back like a whole bunch of Black Dahlia. If you don't know what Black Dahlia is, it was a like it was like a murder. It was like really.
What time did
insane.
Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
My eggs were running.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Looks like we're going to do our first 10-11 maybe?
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
You've never served him?
Not a chance. By the sound of it, he's the type of bum you send packing right when he walks through the door.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
I'm gonna go back out.
She was murdered, Benny. Brutally murdered. If you like this lady, you should give us something.
You telling me I'm not cooperating? Watch it, pal.
No, okay.
You want us to catch the guy, sir. We need information, not cute answers and delaying tactic.
I do my best, goddammit. What do you want from a guy?
Any of your regulars know the broad?
Ask him yourself.
LAPD, keep your seats, boys. This won't take a second.
Okay,
Can't let
why
the
is
son
he
of a bitch
running?
get
We're just
away.
gonna ask him.
Boy, let's take it to better.
Go, Phelps, get after it! Come on, we got a ride. Get in and drive.
Oh boy.
I thought you were gonna leave
I
me
think
there.
we
Who knows
found
what this
him.
guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Hold on, I'll look at your message in a minute.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
I got this. Oh!
Hit it.
Oh!
Clean this asshole
Oh
off the
my
road.
god!
All right.
Holy crap!
I've had enough.
Show me your hands. Name.
Richard Bates. What is it you want?
I'll ask the questions. Firstly,
I
why
can't
did
go
you
code
run?
3. It was a
I don't
civilian
mix
car.
with cops if I can help it.
Can we just say what a perfect tire popping pit that we just did?
Last night, you went
Oh
drinking with a
my
lady in the
God.
bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
No, you
Do
pissed
you
me
want my
off.
partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
I'm guessing running
Family evasion.
That's what I'm saying. I'm guessing, so what my theory is, I'm guessing back then, if you evade from police, you don't get charged with it. I don't know, it just looks suspicious because he didn't get charged with that. Plus, he should go to a hospital.
Phelps badge 1247.
Well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my drink. I'll be right back. Stay. Alright, I am back. Whew. Oh, hold on, guys. Uh-huh. Whew. I need a new gaming chair. Alright. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright. Shit. Whew. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, let's get right in here.
Can I help, Detective?
Whew.
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man.
Thank you.
Alright. We're gonna go, get this guy. We're gonna go down to the police station before anything else. I still can't believe that my partner popped his tire like that. He flipped, and he's not even going to the hospital for it. Boy. Alright. Let's go back to Central. Let's,
11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
You put a location? Yellow cab trace. I'm sorry, guys. We gotta go up to this yellow
You see
cab
our taxi anywhere? If you use the siren, maybe those metal things in front of you called cars will know you're in a hurry.
1130, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Where's that cab got to now?
Ooh.
Further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe. Heading north on...
I got him.
KGPL clear.
Got him. first. We're gonna pull over?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gone and ruined my day.
Are we kind of just yanked out of his car there?
Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th
Alright,
and
we're going down to the
11
central
in progress
place.
and shots fired. Unit animal code 3 identified.
Head over here, let's go pick this person up. No!
Whoa there!
Well, see, we don't talk about that.
LOL.
I hate that road. Like, I always hated that road when I used to play it back in the day. I swear to you. Before this game was remastered.
Yes, we do.
Before this game was remastered, that always just made me mad.
WTF, dude.
It's him. The cop from the newspaper.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Okay. He's in room 2, right? So that would be about this room.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
I gotta go back copy
So
this
you
guy.
tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
Got it.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
What time was that?
Around 2 a.m., maybe?
Of course, not a
The
lot.
cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
Alright, so let's go get this hobo then. Because why not? But we might be doing one more scene. And that will be the end of the stream.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo league.
Absolutely
Well, if you
loving
think
this.
we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Assault and murder so far.
3 suspects in the can and 1 in the
Look
hood.
up it.
And still no hard evidence on any of them.
I'll look that up in a minute. Just give me 1 second here. Aha. Assault and murder so fair.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Carrollson picked up.
Hobo camp 144. We roll in with a shotgun. You see this? Oh, snap.
LAPD. We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic. We need to hold out to the cavalry line.
How do we do that?
Like this. Buckshot, take him down, Joe.
If you want your
Killing make
rightful
you feel
share,
powerful.
We need to fight for it.
Come on, hit me.
Stake in the red.
10-100.
Boom.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
We're making all these arrests. Look at that. We just got another guy. And
Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
We need a reward or something.
Prison for life.
Yeah.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney. We need your help, Jack. I told you I would have nothing to do with that. I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better.
He looks like he's high already.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Cops say goons fighting dope war. Got a bloody rope here.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Yeah, this is our guy, no doubt about it. He has a bloody rope in his room. Same mark as the chin. This has to be our guy. What is this? Let's open it up. See what we got in here.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Barroom dance. So the two guys that we got into the I did not mean to click that. The two guys that we got, the husband. Well, I think no, we don't have the husband yet. Never mind.
Junk.
I don't know. It is junk, but just pretty nice picture. Now we know he's from the war. Central Police Station here. So what do you think of this case?
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence.
Yeah.
What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
Charge him with murder. You basically have every evidence pieces, putting the pieces together. You have the bloody rope. The other guys didn't have nothing but muddy shoes, which he could have been anything. We basically have everything to put this guy away for life. And his record too. But no, we gotta get a confession out of him because why not? Boy. 1 p.m. Why is it so dark at 1 p.m.? Look how dark it is.
We're going this way.
See what you got.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I've killed.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrellson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
Well, I do have proof. And that proof is this piece of rope.
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them.
He just.
Stuart Ackerman. I'm charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
What? That was insane. He was basically ratting himself out. I never seen that in my entire life on this game. What?
A man down on his luck.
He just admitted to multiple
But a
murders.
filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach.
Murders.
Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need.
Oh.
I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Alright, let's get into this last case of our stream. And, let's see what we got. That was so, like, weird, but,
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
the studio during murder. Another drunken woman.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Council. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hucked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
The thing was, he was a really nice guy.
Another case that we just got.
Another body. And Deirdre Muller's ring.
The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
When exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Take the exit. Alright. Get propped back up in here.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
This gonna be the last one.
Let's see what you say here. Yeah, this is gonna be the last one for tonight. Tomorrow night there will be another one of this game, but maybe at 3. I'm not giving any thing, but at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning there might be a stream on the Fortnite's new season Fortnite East time. But
how can I help you boys?
I'm not saying that that's going to be true. It all
Detectives
depends.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I going to get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are going to leave me short.
Tonight.
How much did you give it?
I got no clue what world you're in, but it's 3 p.m. for me.
Try 10. Feel
3 p.m.
lucky
for
you're
you?
getting it.
I have the rings right here.
For me, it's 6:34 p.m.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Did you see, real quick,
tip.
Paul, did you see the, my other stream I did when you were asleep?
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of
Not
Percy
yet.
B. Shelley.
Alright,
Give an
so
address. 15
before
Fulham
we
Street,
add more,
London,
go to
Tulare
those
County.
ones so you get a little
You give us
feel
a
of what
description of the
have
man
been
who
going
bought
on
these rings?
in the
Not
other
sure.
cases.
Medium height, medium build,
And
dark hair.
watch the stream
He just had one of those.
when I
forgettable
said I got a
faces.
promotion.
We'll be in
too.
touch, Mr. Bremner.
By the way, which stream has the naked body?
A lot of them. There was at least 2 streams on Homicide that had the naked bodies. I don't know what they were called exactly, but there was a lot. And people were
Which
saying,
ones?
I don't know.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
Check the
The address
one.
is bogus.
If you really
Purpose
want to
happened
know,
from
check the one.
Identify
Guy's
them
been
by the
sending the
card.
Dahlia letters is also
Check
guy
the
who
one
pawned these
before I
rings.
did this one.
How do you
So,
figure
like,
that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps?
Oh, wow, that's a big pothole.
Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Any Central unit, a possible 415 at Alvaro Street Plaza, the unit is code 3 identified.
Nah, 'cause I want to go on the railroad. Ah, beep beep.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the
Alright, I will identify them by
like
the part.
Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the
Alright,
coroner.
so... Part 6. Actually, never mind, it was just part 6. I thought there was more streams, but there were 2 cases only with naked bodies, so all of it's in part 6. So like last stream, yeah. Oh my God!
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Part 6 was a good stream. Because that was our first day on the homicide job. It is our first day that we got promoted was part 6. Or the first day that we did cases on homicide was part 6. Which they were they're really fun. I enjoy this game a lot.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
We have a lot of bar cases.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Oh.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Okay then. Call this in.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks for your help.
Alright, so let's get down there. Right. Crime scene. Well, we're not done with the crime scene, so see. Let's just stay here for the crime scene. Oop.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Wow. Okay then. Is that the last of the case? Crime scene? No. The hell? What other, like... My door just came off.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine.
This guy is a sick man.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit
This
him.
dude is disgusting.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Now I'm going all bad cop on this
You
guy.
found her lipstick. What did you write on her body?
What are you talking about? I didn't write anything.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
You just came across the body.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Oh my god, that guy is disgusting on like a whole nother level. Half of these guys are extremely disgusting, but that guy, ugh. Ugh. It's freaking really, 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 really disgusting. Did we check in her purse? Did we already? October 31st, 1941. Why isn't the crime scene? How many? Come on, move. See this?
I wonder if this is going to help us.
There's blood on the wall.
Blood splatter on the carriage. She must have been struck while standing up.
If you want a full report, you have to let me work.
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Just give me 1 second. I'm doing something with my phone.
What are we waiting for?
Okay, there we go. But like I was saying, this guy is so totally disgusting. I think he should be beaten to death. I swear to God, I just find a clue somewhere. I'm gonna do show clues because I'm stuck on this one. What the hell?
Good morning, ladies.
Not sure this means much.
Already did that one. Already did that one. I already did her purse. Unless I'm missing something. Maybe something written on the back. Oh,
someone was trying to get her to come home.
Alright, let's get down to, what should we go next? Should we go down to the bar or the liquor store? Where should we go next? Oh shit.
Bar.
Alright. Okay, let's head down there. You don't remember a way out of here?
Goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
I gotta stop doing that.
Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Right. Man, this is my longest stream ever. I think it's almost like 3 hours. Already? Damn. Plus we got this whole entire case to go through, which I ain't complaining. It's I'm enjoying it.
Any Century unit, possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Mission bar.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask her out.
Bunch of these guys. There's only one guy sitting at the table.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No. I was at home. Writing.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Rawlings? I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
But nothing reprehensible.
No. The odd parking ticket. That kind of thing.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey. You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have any. Answer the question.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper.
You're free to speak to the regulars. Just don't shake them too hard.
Is any guys back here?
One more time, pal, and I'll break your fucking jaw.
Come on, punch me then, huh? Punch me, tough guy. Punch me, tough guy. Come on.
Help me out.
I say we try the liquor store next. I could get a short dog for the car.
Alright, let's head out to the liquor store. So, what do you like about this? How do you like the stream? Pretty fun.
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
I meant as a suspect.
Check out this.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. Now, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store, that was never going to work out, was it?
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
What's this?
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Get a text message here. Just give me time.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
Alright, let's get right down here. Let's go down here.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Okay. Maybe there is a thing right side. No, that's not it.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey. Any ideas?
Question the owner. He must know something.
Okay. Now I'm just running in circles here. No. Alright, let me see something here. Check this out. There's bowling alley. Oh, I'm back. Alright, I am back. Whew. Evan. 777. Nothing here. Yeah, yeah. Aha, there you go.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Alright, so we know for a fact he did not kill him because he's making arrangements for the funeral that is going on, or going to be going on. Let's go back to this bar. I'm curious, because it's not... Maybe we have to question someone.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central, code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
And... well, instead, let's go down to the Central, which is already, alright. Central Police Station, 12:24 p.m.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
No, where we go?
Put him down with my sap.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
Evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said, "Cunt BD."
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks.
This will be our last game for tonight.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
McCaffrey's apartment, 4:37 p.m. Must be upstairs. Can I look? No? Oh, fuck. Could you move?
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Oh boy.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
So wait, is it down the hall? Yeah, she said down the hall and up the stairs.
Isn't he the cop who won a medal in solving all the cases?
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
He's under arrest no matter what.
Give it up, LAPD!
Be careful, he looks dangerous.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Continue to respond, okay?
Let's go down to the central. Actually, you know what? So down to here. It's too suspicious that what happened.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Hey!
Alright.
Respond to that.
Oh, you're back. I think it's too late now. Yeah, it's too late to that call. Give me 1 second here.
Hello, Rusty. 2 on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
Nah, this is business, Florence. You got a guy who works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Why is this dude running? Oh my god. Nice boar.
Tiernan! LAPD!
Oh my god. That's a nice car.
There!
Oh, we get to drive one. Sweet.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight.
Oh, wow.
These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
One tire's done. Means...
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
1080.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Pit successful.
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Put your hands in the air!
That was an awesome pit. Another pit successful. Get your little ass in that truck.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey.
Yep, so let's get back on there.
Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. So what's that Dahlia fuck?
I didn't know the McCaffrey didn't get the dog.
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
KGPL to any unit. A citizen reports suspicious activity 111 South Alameda. Stand by for any Central unit.
Just go easy, Phelps.
Keep LA safe, drive safety.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, John?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young Phelps.
All right. Interviewing round 2.
That middle button is your favorite, isn't it?
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush, and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
We know that you thought enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
And that made you angry?
Angry? I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her. Aha. Very good. That's one to you, detective.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there? You're going to have to do better than that, detective.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
This dude is drunk out of his damn mind.
Yeah.
The party has good lawyers.
I mean, we caught him on a hangover, so he did run and we caught him on a hangover. Okay, so where's this other guy at?
You got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight.
Can't remember what.
Talking about on the
Aha, he's in this. I bet you he's this one. Oh. I did not know this was a room. Okay then. That is Captain's office. The lineup gallery. Galleria. Do you remember what room this other guy was in? Can you please let me know?
I think you're in the wrong room.
Room 2. That's not what I wanted to go through. Maybe through here? No, that's the wrong room. Captain's office. Oh my god. I know for a fact it's not upstairs. Maybe if we ask our partner?
What do you think?
Put the heat to one of them, Phelps. Your choice.
Oh, here it is.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Come on, Tiernan. Either you killed her or she left the hotel. Why did she leave?
Look, I may have yelled at her. I was very drunk. It's hard to remember.
Oh my god.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, you know, I'm not so sure.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
have access to a lug wrench?
Well, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
I want the truth. I think you broke into McCaffrey's apartment and planted a lug wrench there.
I didn't do that, and there's no way you can prove any different.
Actually, yeah, there is.
As hard as this is for you to contemplate, I really loved Evelyn. She was kind and gentle to me.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Do it easy.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks, ma'am.
No, it's McCaffrey. We all know that.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore! She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
He won't.
Get arrested.
That's what I did. He's not getting away from
boys,
this.
you bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
It's gonna be a cutscene. Nope. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. It's actually been a long stream. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. If you guys have not already, drop a like on this video, subscribe, turn on my notifications, and that would mean the world to me. Also guys, if you have not already, go follow me on my social media. My Instagram is down below. Or no, my Instagram is the same as my YouTube. I'm not gonna put it down below yet. If you guys have not already, go watch part 6 of LA Noire. It's the best series I have done on this channel, and I'm going to continue to do them, because it's just the best game. I love it. It's really fun. Also, guys, if you guys have any other games you want me to play, put them in the comments. But we're doing that after San Andreas, GTA San Andreas, because we have that's our next series, is GTA San Andreas, because we had somebody that wants to see the series. So yeah, peace out. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream around 3 or 4 o'clock Eastern time, because that's when I get out of school. So I'll see you guys around that time. Peace out. Have a nice time. Thanks for watching.